Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Before we start the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on all social media networks. That includes Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere you can find me. My Instagram name is It's Action Figure, as well as my TikTok, and my Twitter name is It's Nosaj with 3 J's. That's ITSNOSAJJJ. All right. So today we're going to be doing a story time about how me and Dashawn broke up, right? So a lot of you guys been asking me like, "Oh, are you single? Are you guys still together?" A lot has happened since we've been going viral for our like epic pictures or just our relationship period. We even jump started a YouTube channel that's no longer around, but there are a lot of edits of the YouTube and a lot of edits of our relationship as well. So I don't know how to start this video off, so I'm gonna just start it off from like the beginning, how we met, where things got rocky at, and like how we fell off, right? So I actually slid in Dashawn DM, right? So this was around when I had my first TikTok, and I had my first TikTok and I was going like super viral, right? So I posted like a video about, I think, depression or like like suicide or like something like that, right? And he liked the video. I went to his page. I'm like, yo, who this fun chocolate dude like liking my stuff? You feel me? So I go to his page and I go to DM him. So at the time, I could not DM him on TikTok for some reason. I think my phone number wasn't connected to it or something. So keep in mind, I'm like super viral over there. I have like 100,000 followers or so. So when I go live, I'm telling my followers to DM him. I'm like, yo, DM Dashawn Moon and tell him like Action Figure want him and whatever. So of course, my followers comment underneath his stuff like, oh, Action Figure said DM him, Action Figure said DM him, whatever. So we ended up actually connecting through TikTok DM. And we went on a few dates. Mind you, keep in mind, he's a complete stranger. I know him for like every bit of like 3 days, 4 days, maybe a week. And the bond is so surreal. We went on multiple dates. We're literally laughing the first half of the relationship. He got the key to my apartment, everything, right? Everything is fantastic. At the time, I think he had like 4 million followers. So I'm literally dating like a TikTok sensation or whatever, right? Like a SFX god at this point, right? So me and my 100K and him and his 4 mil, surprisingly the fans interacted well and all of that. Keep in mind, I said the first half of the relationship, we're enjoying it. We're going on dates like every week. Money coming in crazy. We taking vacation trips and everything, right? I just got out of a 4-year relationship with some guy and whatever. We're gonna call him Jay. So I got out some relationship with some guy named Jay and whatever, and I expressed to Dashawn how, like, you know, you're not a rebound, but like I just got out of a relationship. I did things a little bit differently in that relationship. So basically I'm telling him like, hey, I got a lot of work to be done on. And he loved me in every sense. Like, he never judged me. He never like made me feel less than for like anything I had going on. And mind you, keep in mind, I got my Twitter going, I got my Instagram going, and I'm also on OnlyFans getting top 4%, 1%, so my content is doing very well, right? We have a lot of infamous pictures, and I say infamous because it's like, you know, a little rated R, PG-13, and somewhere after our like first half of the relationship, things start to get a little rocky now, right? Now, I'm not going to pin it like all on him because I do admit I was kind of like a jerk like at the beginning of the relationship, but he literally like helped me through it. Not only was I a jerk, I just got out of a like domestic violence relationship. Like, mind you, keep in mind, I was in like a 4-year relationship. I'm 19. I'm dating this guy. I'm in like a domestic violence relationship. Things going crazy. I'm getting like put out. I just moved to Atlanta, so now I'm a little bit more stable. Me and that guy breaks up. Me and Dashawn gets together, and he kind of got to deal with the baggage, right? So I'm doing my best to make sure everything's going great. Everything like everything is going smoothly. Somehow, some way, you guys, it was like a slippery slope, right? So now we're in the middle of the relationship, and me and Dashawn is like constantly like bickering, like going back and forth, like, oh, mother F you, like, oh, F you too. Oh, suck my cheeky leaky. Cheeky leaky is like your private part. Oh, suck my cheeky leaky. You feel me? Like, and at this point, like, we got so much love for each other, but we really just can't get it like out. Nobody cheated. Let me say that, because a lot of people feel like, oh, somebody had to cheat. Like, no, we didn't deal with cheating, right? You could say soft cheating, and this was more so towards the beginning of the relationship, and that was like, I won't really say like, well, no, it was definitely on my behalf and whatever, right? So now we're getting rocky somewhere towards the middle. We're past the honeymoon phase, right? So at this point, we're getting like really, really like physical, right? So when I mean physical, I'm not talking about like I'm beating your ass and like the neighbors got to come outside. I'm talking about like, many disputes that like relationships have, like borderline domestic. And I don't want to be domestic. Like, you feel me? I don't want to be a domestic relationship. Like, I don't want to be domesticated, y'all. Like, please don't domesticate me. Like, so at that point, we ended up starting to take like content together, because it was a big rule at the beginning, like we weren't going to take content because like it wasn't a social media relationship for real. It was something that we wanted to enjoy. So by the time social media even found out we were dating, we're literally like a year, 2 years in, we done already broke up once and all of that. So we get past the rocky part of the relationship, and now I'm about to move from Atlanta back to Jersey. This is where our relationship gets long distance, you guys. So now, and that's something you guys might not even have known. For a good part of that relationship, we were long distance. We started off living with each other in Atlanta, like right off the back. I'm talking about like a month of me knowing him. Like, he got the keys to my house, come over freely, whatever the case may be. We eventually becomes long distance. So when we get long distance, we break up for the first half of that long distance, because he's not for sure if he could do a long distance relationship. I'm really like, please, please, please don't break up with me. I love you. I got so much love for you. I'm coming back and whatever. So when we break up the first half of that long distance, we ended up getting back together somewhere like towards the middle. And this is the part of the relationship where we're really having a lot of viral moments on like TikTok or like Twitter. And this is like the height of our viral pictures and whatever, right? So whenever y'all started seeing us go like viral and stuff on the internet, at this point we're long distance. He's flying to Jersey majority of the time. At least like we're seeing each other like 3 times a month, maybe, like, you feel me? It was a lot of like hotels involved. There's a lot of traveling involved, or like we'll take a trip somewhere, or maybe like I'll come down to him. It was just like a lot of figuring it out when we became long distance. So in the midst of us being long distance, keep in mind, like, we're still trying to not argue with each other as much. We're still trying to be on neutral grounds. He already feels like we can't really sustain a long distance relationship because there's a lot of factors involved. But somehow, some way, you guys, we made it work out, right? So something that was a huge problem in the relationship was like letting go of the past. Like, I understand like you may be hurt, and I understand like things might have happened, but you can't hold on to the past, especially if you're going to choose to be with somebody, right? The best thing to do is to move forward past that situation. And just because like you've hurt somebody as well, an apology does not suffice for like hurting someone as well. So you got to give people time to get over it, right? But keep in mind, remember I said something about the soft cheating, right? So now this is something that's not only like being a constant thing, but it's also a slippery slope, because so many things are happening in between that can also add to how somebody might feel, right? AKA Dashawn, right? So this is getting brought up, and like we're already long distance and whatever the case may be. So we just figure it'd be good to end it right there, right? So we lose contact with each other for at least like a good few months, maybe like a good 2 to 3 months and whatever, without talking to each other. It's like dead silence, right? So now he gets his apartment in Atlanta, you guys. This is where it's really about to get spicier, right? So he gets his apartment in Atlanta around like his birthday time, or maybe before or after. I'm not really too for sure, right? So when he gets his apartment, now guess what happens, you guys? We get back together. We don't have a reason to be long distance. It should work out this time. So I packed my stuff up from Jersey. Keep in mind, I'm in Jersey like almost a year, like a good quarter mark to a year, right? So I packed my stuff up from Jersey. I go down to Atlanta. At this point, my cousin is back in Atlanta. I got my dude back in Atlanta. Me and Dashawn is living a dream. This is the time where we recorded Gimme Beso, Mwah, Extendo, Gra. I carry chicken like you feel me? So whenever we did that TikTok, that was literally the re-link up of us. But keep in mind, nobody knows that we're breaking up because it's no bad blood at this time. And even though we like stopped talking the first time, we really kept it neutral off the internet, right? So fast forward to him getting his apartment, and now I'm moving in with him from Jersey. So keep in mind, and when we first started talking in Atlanta, I had my apartment. We separated long distance, and now he has his apartment. So now we're back together. We're talking. We're chopping it up, having the time of our life. Now we're at the peak of our relationship. This is where the YouTube channel come in at. This is where we're getting millions of views on our TikTok channel. And for some wild, crazy reason, you guys, I'm not going to mention his name, but somebody who I chose to call like handsome. Yes, I'm not under exaggerating, you guys. I call him handsome. I had made a tweet on Twitter like, oh, I need more handsome friends or whatever. So we had started connecting like that, and he tried to be on some like weird time and send me nudes and stuff like that, but I'm not that type of guy. So like I didn't send a nude back, and like I kind of ended the friendship. But when I moved down to Atlanta, and I had two phones, you guys, I always have two phones. And when I powered on my other phone, he texted me. So now this is kind of like not a good look, right? But I'm trying to explain to him like, oh, hey, it's not like that. Like this is somebody who I said like I wanted handsome friends. And then when we started texting, he tried to be on creepy time. But you know how explaining something to your dude goes. He's not trying to hear that at all, right? So now this is also a reoccurring thing that's going to get brought up throughout the entire time of me being in Atlanta, as well as anything prior that happened, right? So we're going on like 5-star dates. We're going to we're literally spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on meals. We're having a time of our life. We're in Atlantic Station. We got animals, cats, dogs. The gifts are coming. The music is getting produced. The content is getting produced. So far as like pictures, like our library picture, our Gimme Beso, a few TikToks actually went viral in Atlanta. So now keep in mind, we went from being really, really hands-on with each other to not seeing each other, and now we're linking back up. So now it's in the air of like how this is going to go, right? So on top of all the past trauma getting brought up, we decide to start kicking each other ass. So now we're literally at Atlantic Station, like going back and forth at it. And it's crazy because the things that we were arguing about, or like just going back and forth about, were so minuscule that it really could have got overlooked, right? But when there's so much passion in a relationship, and when there's so much love in a relationship, I don't give a fuck how old something happened. If it happened, it happened. You feel me? I don't if we dating, the thought of you even sleeping with somebody else is going to blow my mind. So what's going on? You feel me? But thank God that was never a thing we had to worry about in our relationship, getting cheated on, or some it was minor little incidents that happened that we call soft cheating, right? So soft cheating could be the little handsome thing, or oh, you was talking to somebody, y'all was about to link but y'all didn't link, y'all never did nothing physical with nobody, things of that nature, right? So now we're literally attacking each other. And keep in mind, I don't like to be domestic. I don't want to be domesticated. Domestic violence, please, that's not me, right? And especially, I literally came from a domestic violence relationship where he's literally throwing like dildos in front of my job. Like, why are you throwing dildos in front of my job? Like, why am I fighting your mother? Like, you feel me? So now back to me and Dashawn, mind you, we done spent holidays together. We done brought in Christmas with each other and everything. If you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, then you already know all of this, right? So we're literally going back and forth, fighting, arguing. It's literally like chaotic in Atlantic Station at this point, right? But we already came so far. We done already sustain a stable relationship to where we could fight, have sex, and then literally make up the same night, same day, and whatever. We try not to let it prolong too long, right? But the fights just got a little bit more frequent, and everything was just like falling apart, for lack of a better term. And we loved each other too much to let like our bond fall apart with the relationship, right? So we was having a real bad fight this day. Like, I'm throwing candles at him. He got the scissors, I got the scissors. Like, it's a lot of like just crazy stuff going on, right? And I do not condone being domestic violence, you guys. Like, you feel me? So and mind you, it's just this day carried on from the night prior. So it's rare that something like that happens. So we're literally like in a rage and an uproar. Things are getting thrown, walls are getting broken, like, and now I'm on the phone with my mom my cousin. I'm on the phone with my cousin. I'm like, yo, we're literally in here attacking each other and like just a bunch of crazy things like that, right? And I will never forget this day, you guys. Like, I literally packed all my stuff. Like, I'm talking about literally everything. The only thing I didn't take was the cat. You feel me? I literally, and mind you, it's a lot of deeper things that I'll get into if you guys want to know like a part two, but I'm really keeping it short for you guys. But I packed my stuff and I called my Lyft, and I literally was on the next thing smoking back to Jersey. So we're still not communicating. We done said our goodbyes and whatever. A couple few months passes and whatever, and we link back up. Of course we're gonna link back up, you guys. We link back up in June, around like summertime, like around my birthday time, June 25th. So we re-link back up because it's never bad blood. And this is why a lot of you guys might not even know that like we weren't together or like we separated, because anytime we separate, we're only separated for like a couple months, and like we may not be together like dating each other, but we always have these moments where like we link up, take pictures for you guys, you feel me? Or just like not so much for you guys, but we just enjoy each other time so much that we just have to like document it, you feel me? So I had a couple bookings in Atlanta actually, and it was around my birthday time. So I goes to Atlanta. He link up with me. We go on movie dates. We go to steakhouse. You feel me? We always have extravagant dates. When I tell you guys extravagant, like he's nothing less of a gentleman, right? Neither am I. And like, you feel me? That's the thing about our relationship. Our relationship was really 50-50. So like, he could take me to nice places, I could take him to nice places. You feel me? I could cover hundreds of dollars on a bill. He could cover hundreds of dollars on a bill. You feel me? And of course, at the time, he was making a little bit more bank than me. I was always vocal about that. Like, he had 6 million followers. Of course, he's going to have a larger income than me. So it was some things that he were able to like, you know, do a lot more frequently. I won't say do like it was a lot. It was a lot of things he could do that I couldn't, because anything he could do, I could do. You feel me? He'll just be able to do it a little bit more frequently because, like, you feel me? Let's keep it a buck, you guys. So after I leave Atlantic Station, it's summertime. We're going to bookings together. So anytime I got like a music performance booking, I tend to bring him. So now we're in a process of talking, you know, like trying to see if we could work it out with each other. And what ends up happening, you guys, we ended up stop talking again. A couple more months pass, we start talking once again, you guys. Like, it's just something about like our souls that just gotta have each other, right? So now we decide to plan a trip to Miami. Keep in mind that we're separated at this time, you guys. We aren't even together, but by this time where we decide to go to Miami, I might have made a tweet stating that I was single. But right after that tweet, we ends up in Miami and we're kissing on the beach. So are you single or not, right? So this is like our relationship. And all of this literally happened summer 2023. So we're only in the first few months of 2024, you guys. I think it's like March or something, right? So after that, we lose contact for a little bit longer, right? And what happens, you guys? New Year's roll around and we link back up on New Year's of 2024 because I wanted to see him. He was in New York, you feel me? So what's gonna happen? We're gonna link up. We're gonna talk. We're gonna like have you feel me? But like, so the last time we actually seen each other physically was like New Year's. We had spent, I think, like a few days together after New Year's, maybe that whole New Year's weekend, plus like Monday or Tuesday, we had spent New Year's together. We had took some pictures, you feel me, as well. So we literally just got finished talking like 2 days ago. Whatever date is on this video, I think today is like the 20th or whatever, I'm not too for sure. We literally just got finished talking a couple days ago. So as for Nosaj and Dashawn, or as for like Action Figure and Dashawn, or like Dashawn Moon, or like SFX guy, whatever you guys call him, you feel me? We're never going anywhere. And like, it's never going to be harsh feelings. So even if you guys think that like we're not together, even though we may not be together, you guys, you never know what we have up our sleeves, you feel me? So keep that in mind always. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I really want to say thank you, and I appreciate you guys for even sitting here for 21 minutes listening to my story. Be sure to comment anything you guys want to know. Comment. I might do a part 2 to this video as well, or Dashawn might do a response to this video. You guys never know. And if he do a response, I promise I'll do a reaction video for you guys, and we could get a little bit more detailed about our crazy relationship. With that being said, Action Figure signing out.